From the open sea southwest of Nagasaki, a dark shape rises above the waves. At first, it does not look like land. It looks like a warship, low, armored, and crowded with towers. But there are no sailors aboard. No lights burn behind the broken windows. This is Hashima, better known as Gunkanjima, Battleship Island. Once, thousands of people lived here. Then the mine closed, the boats departed, and an entire city was left to the salt, wind, and typhoons. The question is not whether Hashima vanished. It is how a place built to defy the ocean could become empty so quickly. Hashima is a tiny island of roughly 6.3 hectares, lying offshore from Nagasaki. Its famous silhouette was created by massive seawalls and tightly packed concrete buildings, not by nature alone. Seen from a distance, the long defensive wall resembles a ship's hull, while the apartment blocks look like a bridge and gun towers. The island became one of the most extreme company towns of the industrial age, a dense vertical settlement built above an undersea coal mine. Today, its apartments are roofless, its stairways lead into darkness, and most of the ruins are too unstable for visitors to enter. Coal was identified near Hashima in the early 19th century, but the island's transformation accelerated after Mitsubishi acquired the mine in 1890. Engineers expanded the rocky outcrop with reclaimed land, fortified it against violent seas, and drove mining tunnels beneath the ocean floor. The coal helped feed Japan's ships, factories, ironworks, and rapid industrial growth. In 1916, building number 30 rose 7 stories above the island. It is widely recognized as Japan's oldest surviving large reinforced concrete apartment block. More housing followed, along with a school, hospital, shops, public baths, entertainment facilities, and rooftop gardens. Every useful meter of space was engineered for production or survival. By 1959, Hashima's population had reached 5,259. Families lived almost wall-to-wall while miners descended into hot, dangerous shafts far below the sea. Above ground, residents remembered crowded hallways, children at school, neighborhood shops, festivals, television antennas, and waves striking the seawall during storms. Life was intensely communal, and for many Japanese mining families it was also home, not merely a work camp. But the island's image of modern efficiency concealed harder realities. During Japan's wartime mobilization, Korean workers and others were brought into industrial labor under coercive policies and harsh conditions. Hashima's labor history later became central to an international dispute over how the island should be remembered and presented. The most dramatic question appears simple: why did everybody leave? The answer is less supernatural, and more revealing, than the legends. Japan's energy economy was shifting from coal toward petroleum. Hashima's reserves were becoming harder and less economical to exploit. Mitsubishi closed the mine on January 15, 1974. The decision removed the island's employer, purpose, and supply system at once. Within months, the residents were gone. The school emptied, televisions and furniture were abandoned, and the company city lost the single industry that justified its existence. Hashima did not die in one catastrophe. It was switched off. That evidence weakens the popular theory that Hashima was evacuated because of a secret disaster, epidemic, or military incident. There is no credible record of such an event. Another rumor says the island is haunted. That claim belongs to folklore, not documented history. Reports of wartime deaths also circulate with sharply conflicting totals, so responsible accounts should avoid presenting sensational figures as settled fact. And although Hashima inspired the abandoned island in the James Bond film Skyfall, the principal scenes were created on a studio set rather than filmed inside the dangerous ruins. The real island needed no Hollywood destruction. Decades of salt, rain, corrosion, and typhoons had already transformed it. Hashima reopened for limited tourism in 2009 and became part of a UNESCO World Heritage Property in 2015. Yet recognition did not resolve its two largest problems. The first is physical. UNESCO describes the mine as deteriorating and facing substantial conservation challenges. Engineers must decide what can be stabilized, what should be documented, and what may eventually collapse. The second is historical. A 2021 UNESCO and ICOMOS review found that interpretation of people brought against their will and forced to work under harsh conditions was insufficient. In 2023, UNESCO acknowledged new measures while calling for continued research and dialogue. Japan's 2024 report described additional documents, testimonies, and exhibits. As of July 2026, authorized landing tours have resumed after a temporary typhoon-related suspension, but access still depends on strict sea, wind, and visibility limits. Visitors remain confined to a protected route, looking into a city they cannot safely explore. Hashima survives because it contains two stories at once. One is a story of engineering, undersea mining, reinforced concrete, and a city compressed onto a rock in the ocean. The other is a story of human cost, dangerous labor, wartime coercion, corporate dependence, and families whose world disappeared when the mine closed. Preserve only the skyline, and the island becomes a beautiful ruin. Preserve the full record, and it becomes evidence. That is why the real battle over Battleship Island is no longer for coal. It is for memory. So when you look at Battleship Island, what do you see? A monument to industrial progress, a warning about the price of that progress, or a history still fighting to be fully heard?